Hey everyone, let's learn about method over reading. This is Sophia here. A method defined in superclass. This is a class, it's known as parent class or superclass. So a method defined in superclass is inherited by its subclass, that is child class, is used by object created by the subclass. The object which is created by the subclass that is inherited from the superclass. Method inheritance enables us to define and use methods repeatedly in subclasses without having to define the method again in subclasses, which is already defined here. We don't need to define here again. So that helps in method inheritance. So defining method in subclass that has same name, same argument and same return type as a method in superclass. That when that method is called, the method defined in subclass is invoked and executed instead of one in the superclass. So we can see very soon the example. So what happened when the same name, same argument and same return type we can found in the child class or subclass, and same in the parent class. So when that method is invoked, at that moment the subclass method is invoked instead of the superclass. So this is known as method overriding. Let's see an example. This is the project named Java Fundamental Demo. This is the SRC folder. Here I have already created a package. Here I am going to create a class, new class name. Let's see, over read test. Illustration of method overriding. Method overriding. Illustration of method overriding. Let's define class as superclass. Inside superclass, define instance variable. As int x, then define constructor. As we already know how we define the constructor. Constructor is the same name according to the class name. So super 1 for int x. So this dot x equal to x. Let's define a method. method as void display super x equal to yes x. So here we define a class superclass. Now let's define subclass. Extends super extension super int y. Int y is the instance variable of subclass. Instance variable of subclass. So now let's define constructor of subclass. So same name as the class subclass name. Parameter int x int y as superclass has a parameter like this way. Now we can define super here. Pass the parameter value like x super x passing and this dot y equal to y. Now define method. Define method again. Which is same name as super class. Also same return p and parameter. So void display let's go to the main method. We will instantiate object. This is the subclass. s1 equal to new sub. So let's pass x and y value as 100, 200, then s1 dot display. Let's see which method it invoke, whether it invoke the method of the subclass or the method of the superclass. Let's run with Java application. Yeah, you can see super x is equal to 100, super y is equal to 200. That means it invoke the method of the subclass, not the superclass. Here you can see same name, void display, same return type, void, same, but this is not invoke the method from the superclass, it invoke method of the subclass, and this type of invoking method, calling method is known as method overriding. This method defined in subclass is invoked and executed instead of one in the superclass, and this is known as method overriding. Okay, thank you. This is all about method overriding.